हम लाते हैं टॉप न्यूज, आपके फेवरेट टॉक शोज और अनलिमिटेड एंटरटेनमेंट सिर्फ यूट्यूब पर। अगर आपने अभी तक हमारा चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो अभी सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकॉन को क्लिक करके हमारी लेटेस्ट वीडियोस के बारे में अपडेट जानें। सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और हम आपको लिए चलेंगे आपकी फेवरेट वीडियो की तरफ।
कर रहे हैं।
There were areas which were controlled by terrorists. We had contested control. We had very difficult times. And one of the commanders of 11 Corps is sitting here. One of the commanders of 11 Corps is sitting here, under whom I served. The challenges that we were faced with. And how did we go about? We have been launching the major operations like Zarb-e-Azb, and we have been fighting to seek the control of Fatah. And as of today, we are everywhere, and Fatah is well under control. Our enemy has transited across the border where he is housed and looked after well. Karachi, our economic hub, with all the potential, also had issues. But we overcame that. And today, Karachi is normal. Our third challenge has been Balochistan. Ladies and gentlemen, Balochistan is 44% of Pakistan.
नासिर जंजुआ इस वक्त तकरीब से खिताब कर रहे हैं। मुशीर कौमी सलामती नासिर जंजुआ तकरीब से खिताब कर रहे हैं। उन्होंने कहा क्या कराची मुआशी हब है। मुशीर कौमी सलामती की जानिब से कहा गया कि कराची मुआशी हब है। उन्होंने तकरीब से खिताब किया और इस वक्त भी वो तकरीब से खिताब कर रहे हैं। कहा कि कराची में अमन व अमान की सूरत हाल बेहतर हुई है और कराची मुआशी हब है, ये भी उनकी जानिब से कहा गया है। कराची में अमन व अमान की सूरत हाल भी बेहतर हुई है। कराची मुआशी हब है और कराची में अमन व अमान की सूरत हाल में बेहतरी आई है। तकरीब से खिताब करते हुए मुशीर कौमी सलामती नासिर जंजुआ का कहना था कि कराची में अमन व अमान की सूरत हाल में अब पहले से बेहतरी आई है और कराची मुआशी हब है, ये भी मुशीर कौमी सलामती।
And we were also into selected use of force. And this nationalism had to be prosperous, that it had to in turn stop all those who were fighting us. So as military commander, this is the strategy that I made for Balochistan. This is a military man telling you. This was power of love which redeemed. This was strategic level of psychotherapy. And when we interfaced with the civil government, so the wholesome strategy was Jive Balochistan, Jive Pakistan. Today people are surrendering their weapons. In the place where the flag was burnt, now there are people who can make the biggest flag and they can go around showing and displaying that map. The terrorism with the efforts of everyone, starting from the government, the armed forces, the people, law enforcement agencies, even our children, has come down. And ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan has already won this. We have defeated this nefarious design. But now we are continuing to pursue our objectives. Let me say a few words about ambitious India. For the want of better term, I thought this is ambitious. Being ambitious is still positive. Ladies and gentlemen, what is it that India could not get from within the region by way of cooperation? India, riding the power tide of US, is importing war and perpetual instability in the region. India is virtually bringing an elephant in the region. To mitigate the challenges, China and Russia, and to ensure self-survival, US is exporting war and perpetual instability to South Asia. The region is virtually altered and in critical imbalance, most fragile strategic stability and stability architecture. Ladies and gentlemen, following the military thought, India continues to carve the space for limited war, continues to pose a threat of conventional war despite the nuclear war, despite our nuclear capability, and war cannot be ruled out in the region, keeping Pakistan under a constant threat of war. We are facing perpetual undeclared politico-military economic coercion, and we are finding it hard to take off. India has turned out to be the largest arms importer.
पूरे पाकिस्तान को हीरोज नहीं रख पाया। 1971 में उसी पाकिस्तान के 2 टुकड़े हो गए। और मैं समझता हूं पाकिस्तान अपनी हरकतों से बाहर नहीं आया, कभी तो पाकिस्तान के 2 टुकड़े हुए हैं, शायद उस पाकिस्तान के 10 टुकड़े हो जाए और पाकिस्तान के खंड खंड हो जाए।
सबक सिखाना है, एक ही सबक सिखा सकते हैं कि पहली बार 2 टुकड़ा किया, इस बार 4 टुकड़ा करना है, उसके लिए तैयारी करनी है। मैंने पहले से कहा था कि चाइना को ठीक करो, तो जैसे हमारी तैयारी पूरी हो जाएगी तो फिर हमारी फौज जाकर पाकिस्तान में जाएगी और उसके बाद पाकिस्तान की समस्या खत्म हो जाएगी। और रोने से क्या फायदा है, या ऐसा। अदरवाइज व्हेन आई थिंक विल बी रेडी प्रोबेबली बाय मार्च अप्रैल ऑफ 2008, देन वी शुड गेट पाकिस्तान।
US and India have connived on Kashmir. US is speaking the Indian language. US is opposing our nuclear. US is opposing our CPAC. And in Afghanistan, India is a preferred ally. Another challenge is policy of rebalancing Asia, which is basically containment of China and prevention of resurgence of Russia. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to show you an open source map. This is how US forces are disposed of on ground. The larger bases, the smaller bases, and maybe this, because of so much of light, this slide is not clearly visible, but largely the forces are disposed of in Eastern Europe to checkmate Russia from there, and then in the Pacific region, in the South China Sea. And somewhere in the middle is Afghanistan and the Muslim world. Maybe this slide is slightly more clear. Containment of China and prevention of resurgence of Russia. hence the competitive moves. On a better map, if you can see, Eastern Europe, Afghanistan, India as a counterweight to China, Japan, South Korea, Pacific region. This is basically the design. And it looks at keeping China and Russia in their backyard enclaves so that they are never able to challenge. Hence the response, one belt, one road. Another challenge is strategic stability of the region. Ladies and gentlemen, in fact, our region has already been altered. We are living in an altered region. How? India is chosen to challenge China, Afghanistan is chosen to checkmate Russia, India political preference, economic preference, military preference. India, land of opportunities, conversely Pakistan, a land of threat. India is a growing military power, huge conventional asymmetry between India and Pakistan. Look at the defense budgets and the difference therein. Pakistan today is over-relying on nuclear to breach this conventional asymmetry. So we are faced with the challenge of strategic stability and instability paradox. The security architecture of South Asia is under stress. Here is a two-front situation becoming for Pakistan. Here is a two-front situation coming for India. And there are maximum disputes in the area. And the extremism is also on the rise. So, ladies and gentlemen, this region, we have to make particular and special efforts to keep its balance, because we are only a mistake away. There is a turmoil in the Muslim world. That is also a challenge. Allow me to very briefly highlight what happened with Pakistan. We are a neutral country, but we have been made vulnerable from inside. What is happening to Afghanistan? The children have not seen the peace ever since last 40 years. They have seen nothing but war. Are the children of lesser God? War in Iraq, in search of weapons of mass destruction, topsy-turvying the demographic realities, bringing Shiites into power, creating a resentment from within, banning Iraqi army, hence the rise of Daesh. What happened to Muslims in all the wars that have been fought? What is happening now? What is the method to madness? Make them to fight among themselves so they don't fight you. In all this, what is the real challenge for Pakistan? What is the place of Pakistan? Ladies and gentlemen, we are going against the grand design. The world looks at us that we are a state in defiance, because we are failing that grand design. A lot which is happening to us is because of this. And then, how to deal with Pakistan? And you know it. Just 6 F-16s blocked, opposing low-yield nuclear weapons, opposing long-range weapons, Pakistan made irrelevant in Afghanistan, scapegoating, lumping all the blame, asking for Shakil Afridi, asking for listing of individuals, speaking Indian language on every subject, strangulating through FATF, planning to downgrade all ties. US lawmakers are asking to designate Pakistan as a state sponsoring terrorism. Our 11 entities have been listed. And very recently, Pakistan has been singled out, Pakistan has been blamed, Pakistan has been threatened. Our nuclear capability has been linked with the terrorism. India has become the preferred ally in Afghanistan, and the military solution is again given the preference. Ladies and gentlemen, these were our challenges. And briefly, coming to the way forward, we have a tough way ahead. But let's tackle the immediate challenges first. We actually have to re-alter the region. This is a huge challenge. How do we do that? We fail this, and we keep our integrity, sovereignty intact. We refuse to be this. And we prevent all such situations which can jeopardize our strategic capabilities. Our first preference has to be that we should help in reconciliation and stabilization of Afghanistan. This should be our priority. And let me give you a new idea about Afghanistan. To end the suffering of Afghanistan and its people, let's all seek the closure of the conflict instead of winning it. Because we are not going anywhere with the existing strategy. Let's reorientate the entire conflict from military to political. Because this suits the war very well. In this, people of Afghanistan will also be the stakeholders. And those who wish to continue the war will be exposed. Closure is easier than winning. And closure is more enduring. In fact, I feel that US should appoint a political authority in Afghanistan, as empowered as the military commander, with a view to seek political solution. Make it two-pronged. Because military, being a military man, I feel, in a situation like this, is one-legged. Support it politically. Support the military with the political processes. Create a space for the military. And then that is how we could win in Afghanistan. About a way forward, on India, ladies and gentlemen, should India and Pakistan, two nuclear states, remain enemy forever? Is a greater question. If we can address this, and if they realize that they cannot be, they shouldn't be, then they need to engage each other and resolve their disputes. And by resolving their disputes, both the countries need to belong to the future. As NSA Pakistan, I am not here to manifest some hard-hitting language. I'm using the language of realization. And I'm thinking on behalf of both the countries. And then the larger question is, should the present generation do this or leave it to the coming generations? And in the end, I would say that the best equation for these two nuclear countries is, if we cannot be friends, let's not be enemies. On the way forward, ladies and gentlemen, we have everything. We have everything. And we in Pakistan think that this is a common future that we hold. Look at this map and look at it, how the world is disposed of. 60% of population lives in Asia. Europe, only 9.8%. Africa, 60.5%. US, 8.5%. 4.8%. Australia, 0.5%. Where is the world? Ladies and gentlemen, where is the world? The world is here, in Asia. With its north frozen, Pacific too much on the flank, where is the world? We have all the human resource, consumer markets, manufacturing, natural resources, development scope, connectivity potential. If that is the world, where is the new economic world? That is in Asia. But with north frozen, semi-frozen, Pacific too much on the flank, which can be impaired, which can be stalled. Who is and which is that country which actually multiplies the potential of this new economic reality and this new economic region which houses great countries like Central Asian republics, Russia, China, and even India I have included in this. And then look at what Pakistan holds. Through Pakistan, where we cannot go, Pakistan multiplies this entire region. And I would like to say that if India can resolve her disputes with us and look at us by way of friends, we can take India to China, we can take India to Central Asian republics, to Russia, to Europe, and we can make India part of CPAC, whereby the northern India can be looked after by us. Why should they unload everything at Mumbai and traverse all the distances? But it has to be by way of resolution of disputes. But we have a great future. Our future lies in becoming a massive trade corridor, ladies and gentlemen, and that will